of those classic biblical images where Jesus and other prominent figures like the Virgin Mary, Abraham, or King David aren't portrayed with the fair skin we're used to seeing in Western art? Well, hold on to your hats because Russia is turning heads with its collection of biblical icons featuring darker-skinned figures. And before you start thinking Russia's putting its own spin on things, let me tell you, that's not the case at all. This is as real as it gets, folks. These icons aren't just your run-of-the-mill artworks. They're packed with deep meanings and hidden truths that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about history and faith. Get ready to dive into the rabbit hole of religious art like never before. But before we jump into the juicy details, do us a solid and hit that like button to show some love for our work. And hey, why not share this video with your crew to keep spreading the enlightenment? Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our mind-blowing content. All right, let's kick things off with the man of the hour, Jesus himself. For centuries, we've been bombarded with images of Jesus as a fair-skinned, blue-eyed dude with luscious locks. But here's the kicker. The Bible doesn't actually describe Jesus' appearance. Yep, you heard that right. All those blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus depictions? Probably not what he really looked like. According to the Gospels, Jesus was a Jewish guy born in Bethlehem and raised in Nazareth, so chances are he looked more like your average dude from biblical Israel. But here's the kicker. No one really knows for sure what Jesus looked like. There are no actual images of him from back in the day, and the Bible doesn't give us much to work with either. So, the mystery of Jesus' appearance remains unsolved. But here's where things get really interesting. Russia recently made headlines by unveiling a stunning collection of black icons dating all the way back to the 14th century. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. These icons are indeed depicting biblical figures with dark skin. It's like stumbling upon a treasure trove of hidden history that challenges everything we thought we knew about religious art. These icons, which were thought to have been destroyed during the Soviet era, are now giving us a glimpse into a whole new world of representation and diversity. It's like stepping into a time machine and discovering a whole other side of history that's been hidden in the shadows for far too long. But wait, there's more. These black icons aren't just relics of the past. They're powerful symbols of truth and resilience. Despite facing centuries of destruction and persecution, they've managed to survive and tell their story to a whole new generation. It's like they're saying, we may have been forgotten, but we're still here, and we've got a story to tell. So, next time you come across a piece of religious art, take a closer look. You never know what hidden truths might be waiting to be uncovered.
However, the portrayal of Jesus as a white European man has come under renewed scrutiny during this period of introspection over the legacy of racism in society, and over the actuality of truth. One of the major factors of this renewed scrutiny happens to come with the buzzing news concerning certain storming revelations from Russia. For some time now, the recentness of this event has got everyone talking in wonderment.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has decided to move one of Russia's holiest icons from a museum to a Moscow cathedral. This arises a debate around Putin's growing reliance on the church.
Emphasizing on the importance of the holy icon, Putin ordered Andrei Rublev's Trinity be transferred to the Russian Orthodox Church from Moscow's Tretyakov Gallery for a year. The relocation of Russia's most well-known icon highlights how closely the war has intertwined politics and religion. The icon depicts the oak of Mamre, where the three angels visited Abraham in the book of Genesis.
Did you notice anything about these icons on display? They are all black. Icons dating back to the 14th century brought together from private collections across Russia. Rare and strongly challenging masterpieces, most of which were destroyed during the Soviet era.
Collections across Russia. Rare and strongly challenging masterpieces, most of which were destroyed during the Soviet era.
It's very beautiful. It gives you goose pimples. It's a remarkable exhibition.
It's an exhibition which feeds the senses. Everything is so grey outside at the moment, and here suddenly it's a feast for the eyes.
These surviving icons owe their existence to the vigilant efforts of museums. Once numbering in the millions, only 50,000 remain today. Their unveiling serves as a powerful testament to truth's resilience. The authenticity of these paintings urges a re-evaluation of history, especially concerning Black representation. Long obscured, their rediscovery illuminates untold narratives, challenging assumptions and urging a more inclusive historical narrative. During the Soviet era, many Russian icons faced destruction or were sold abroad. Some were hidden or smuggled to safety. With communism's fall, icon painting studios have re-emerged, producing works for both local and global audiences. Older icons, once concealed or scattered, are now returning home.
The Castel San Angelo in Rome is currently hosting an exhibition of 40 Russian icons that have left their country for the first time. They are pieces of art that were hidden after the October Revolution of 1917 in order to protect them from anti-religious destruction.
Soprattutto è la prima volta che
It's the first time that a large number of Russian icons have come here to Italy. In addition, here are a dozen examples that have never before been moved. They appear for the first time in our catalog.
Icons are usually painted on wood and meant to represent saints or sacred elements. The Orthodox tradition considers them as if they were the gospel, inspirations of God through the hand of the artist. Their deep symbolism is reflected from the meaning of icon as a representation or vision from another world. The wood evokes the Holy Cross through its gold background, divine light, and the cloth attached to the wood evokes the cloth that covered the body of Jesus Christ.
è un'importanza notevole e fondamentale.
Without a doubt, they have a great importance and a fundamental recognition in Russia because the icons represent for Russia what the pyramids represent for Egypt or the temples to the Greeks.
The exhibition shows icons ranging from the 15th century until the early 20th century. It's a rare opportunity.
Amidst global debates sparked by the emergence of Black biblical icons, opinions diverge. Some speculate that the darkening of these icons over time is merely a consequence of aging. Conversely, others argue that their Black complexion accurately reflects the true skin tones of the depicted individuals. Robert Rubin posits, why didn't their clothes change to black in those paintings? Suggesting that the choice to portray black-skinned Israelis and ancient Egyptians is deliberate. He points to historical evidence, noting the relocation of the Kingdom of Judah to West Africa after its destruction by Titus. Rubin asserts that the disdain for black people stems from biblical disobedience, particularly among the descendants of Shem. Challenging conventional narratives, Johnson highlights the discrepancy between biblical depictions and historical reality. He emphasizes the need to revisit canonical texts like chapter 1, verse 5 and Revelations chapter 1, verse 15. Asserting the authenticity of these portrayals, Johnson refutes claims that their blackness is a result of external factors. He critiques the perpetuation of false narratives by institutions like the USA, which have obscured historical truths. As Russia unveils more Black biblical icons, President Putin leads the charge in uncovering these revelations. Father Vladimir Ivanov's book, highly sought after for its depiction of Black history in Russia and Europe, offers a unique perspective on biblical events. Johnson's insights shed light on the significance of these revelations, challenging established beliefs and prompting a re-evaluation of history. Refer to chapter 1, verse 5 and Revelation chapter 1, verse 15. Take a moment to explore it yourself. These depictions are not influenced by external factors like candles. If so, the entire image would be black, not just the face and hands. They represent Black individuals because they were indeed Black. This highlights the deceptive nature of historical narratives perpetuated through generations. Despite the truth being readily available, many choose not to seek it. Russia's revelations extend beyond these paintings. President Putin leads the charge in uncovering biblical history. Remarkable paintings of Jesus from the 1400s have emerged from Russia's cellars, further enriching our understanding.
By Father Vladimir Ivanov. This is a book that is highly coveted by different circles because it has the Black icons. It has the history of Black people in places like Russia in Italy, in places all over Europe. This book can range from $1,300 to $3,000, so it's not an easy book to get. I actually borrowed this book from a friend, you know. But this book has a lot of interesting depictions in it. A lot of them pertaining to the Bible. Like right here, this is the Transfiguration of Christ, and you see it's black people in caves, I believe, what it looks like. It's black people in the whole picture, but this is knowledge that escapes black people here in America. It's definitely something that we would never see or never hear about in the educational system. Now, I'm pretty sure there's people that are black history college students majoring in black history or world history, and they never seen nothing like this before. At least not from the standpoint of Europe, you know. This is the crucifixion of Christ, and in it we see angels, black angels. The people surrounding him are black. It's very interesting because the images that we see are contrary to what we have known our whole lives, or what we have been taught our whole lives. Like I'll say it again, like these type of images of antiquity escape black people here in America, and I can say all people, for in general, just people in general don't know. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Caucasian people and people of all nationalities that don't know the extent that black people covered the earth. And in many cases, like here, like what you see, we're in rulership positions. Like this looks like a king.
The portrayal of Jesus and historical figures in Russia's black icons challenges conventional perceptions of antiquity and illuminates the extensive presence and influence of black individuals throughout history. Paintings from the 1500s and 1600s depict black icons, including Jesus and Mary, within a highly sought-after book that delves into the history of black people across Russia, Italy, and Europe. This book offers intriguing depictions of black individuals in biblical scenes, knowledge often absent from the American educational system. Yet, debates persist regarding the authenticity of these icons. Alex Pismeni, a software developer and Catholic Christian, contributes insights, emphasizing that Russian Christians adopted Byzantine Orthodoxy entirely, including its iconography. Orthodox iconography adheres to fixed principles, ensuring that icons accurately portray Christ, Our Lady, and other saints. Russia continues to astound the world with its revelations, further revealing the truth obscured by history's darkness. Notably, recent protests in the U.S. called for the removal of Confederate statues, prompting activist Sean King to advocate for the removal of artwork depicting white Jesus. His concerns regarding the depiction of Christ and its connection to white supremacy echo sentiments shared by scholars and religious figures, including the Archbishop of Canterbury. Sean King's remarks ignited debates about the portrayal of Jesus, sparking discussions about the dismantling of statues and monuments associated with colonialism and slavery. Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, suggests re-evaluating the portrayal of Jesus as a white man, acknowledging the diverse representations of Jesus worldwide. These discussions underscore the need to confront historical inaccuracies and embrace a more inclusive narrative. In conclusion, the unveiling of black icons serves as a poignant reminder of history's complexities and the enduring power of truth. These artifacts challenge prevailing narratives, prompting us to reassess our understanding of the past. By engaging in dialogue and fostering a more inclusive interpretation of history, we can move towards a more equitable and enlightened future. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. Share your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Black Chronicles is your go-to destination for in-depth explorations of Black history, journals, breaking news, and insightful revelations. Our channel delves into the rich tapestry of Black heritage, highlighting untold stories, significant events, and influential figures that have shaped history. From ancient civilizations to modern-day movements, we uncover the hidden gems and shed light on overlooked narratives. Join us on a journey of discovery and empowerment as we celebrate the resilience, creativity, and contributions of the Black community worldwide. Subscribe now for engaging content that educates, inspires, and fosters a deeper understanding of Black culture and identity.